is now being shown to the nation as a whole. Thank you.
Honourable Chris Tremaine.
Tihei mauri o rā. Whakatakate hau ki te uru. Whakatakate hau ki te tonga. Kia mā kina kina ki uta. Kia mā taratara ki tai. E hi aki ana te atākura. He tio, he huka, he hauhunga. Tēnā koutou. Ki te whare atu nei, tēnā koe. Ki pāpātua nuku ke waho, tēnā koe. Ki ngā mātai, haere, haere, haere. Ki ngā tangata o ngā rangatira, ngā kaumātua o Rongowhakaata, tēnā koutou. Ki ngā mema o Parimata, tēnā koutou. Ki a koe, kai ako, kai kōrero, tēnā koe. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Well, kia ora everybody, and it is a real privilege to stand in the House at this third reading of the Rongowhakaata Settlement Bill, and to firstly acknowledge the work of members of Parliament across the House, led by the Honourable Christopher Finlayson, who has done an outstanding job, I believe, for this nation over the last 3 years, and as he continues in this term of government, to work tirelessly to bring about settlements throughout our nation. Just 2 weeks ago, I was in the Chatham Islands with the Minister, where he took me out to Pitt Island, and where he is working on a settlement with Moriori out in Pitt. But he shows his passion for this drive by going to the outmost islands of our country to make this happen. And he's demonstrated that through some 22 deeds of settlement brought to the House in the last 4 years, which is absolutely fantastic. But let's not dwell on those settlements. Today is about the Rongowhakaata settlement. I don't want to dwell on what other members have said. Clearly, your iwi, your hapu, had to go through unbelievable events in this country, in our history. And I'm proud as a member from Heritonga, from Hawke's Bay, just down the road from Gizzy, to be able to stand in this House and to be part of the settlement process, and to be able to acknowledge what took place historically, but now what we're doing to reconcile, to see apologies being made, and for some form of redress being made going forward. Now, I guess I just want to talk briefly about that redress, and also to touch on what my colleague said across the House about our history and how important I believe it is that it's taught in schools going forward, because it wasn't something that Charles or I were taught. And I think, particularly locally, I'm encouraging my children to understand what happened, certainly in Ahuriri and Heritonga, and I think there's an obligation further up in Gisborne for schools up there to understand what happened at Ngātapa Pā. Clearly something that all of us, it's not a fine time in our history, that's for sure. But look, the whakatauiki I used at the start of my speech, my kōrero, my whai kōrero today, talks about a new dawn, a touch of frost, the commencement of a glorious new era. And I guess that is essentially what we're trying to achieve here. You know, we're not going to solve all of those issues that be able to address everything, but I think this is an outstanding effort by the Crown, by iwi, to come together in a partnership and to go forward. And in that regard, I encourage you as an iwi to make the very most of this opportunity. I think there are wonderful opportunities to be able to become even more a part of the Poverty Bay economic base up there, and to drive real change as a result of this settlement. So without any further ado, Mr Speaker, it's a privilege to be here. Can I acknowledge once again Minister Finnison, members across the House who played a role in this, and but particularly the iwi who are here today. And I'll just close with finishing with repeating that whakataukī again, because this is a new era, a new dawn for Rongowhakaata. Whakataka te hau ki te uru, whakataka te hau ki te tonga, kia mā kina kina ki uta, kia mā taratara ki tai, e hi ake ana te tākura, he tio, he hoka, he hauhonga. Thank you.
The debate now having been completed for the third reading, the question is that the motion be agreed to. Those of that opinion will say aye. Aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it.
Rongowhakaata Claims Settlement Bill, third reading.
Permission has been given for a waiata if the whānau in the gallery would like to participate. Members, I understand that some whānau from Ngai Tamanuhiri might be outside, so before I commence calling the next bill, they're all here, are they? Well, if that's the case, very happy to proceed. So I call Government Order of the Day.